The story for this week is about a party. This song tonight is a party song. So given that it's a school night, tonight's story is about prep for the party. So the first thing that we notice as we start prepping for our party is that there are still streamers on the ceiling from the last party that we had. And they're looking a little bit dusty, a little bit cobwebby. So we're going to need to brush them down. So to do that, I'll come close so you can see what I'm going to do. We're going to make a brush out of this hand. So if you have your hand flat like this and start gradually standing your fingers up so that all your fingers are stretched out like this. You see that light's very bright. There we go. It's like your fingers are all trying to escape one another. And that, you can loosen that off a little bit. That's going to be your brush. And you're going to have that up above your head here. Your Marie-Claude side hand will be on your hip. And you're going to brush the streamers down in 4 different spots in an arc over your head. So you're going to go brush, 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 brush. So you're flicking your wrist like this. Brush, 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 brush. And I really want you to lean into it, really stretch. So you're going to be stretching the side of your torso as well. So you're leaning that way, and then over this way as well. And then we'll brush the streamers again to the other side. So taking your basket side hand onto your hip and your Marie-Claude side hand, you can make a nice brush and brush, 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 brush. So you've got a little dusty rainbow above your head. The feet for this move are our limping step. If you've done classes with us before, you will have learned this one. You can use either any foot that you like, but what I want you to do is imagine that you've got something stuck into the heel of one of your feet and you can't put it down, so that you're limping from the ball of that foot onto the other foot. And you can change if you want to, but I'm staying just on one foot, the same side for this move. I'm actually taking it a little bit behind, but you don't have to do that. You can keep it to the side. So as you brush, you limp as well. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the ceiling should be looking pretty sparkling by now. We might just try that a little bit faster. So feet ready, Marie-Claude hand on hip, and your brush overhead, leaning into it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, change 1. Sorry, you don't have to change feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much the pace of the music. We got any questions at this point? Anything that needs clarifying? Or is you ready to try that with the music? Alrighty, music it is. There's a little bit of an intro. I will try and count you in. Quick word about the music. I want this to go to the drum beat. The drum starts just like half a beat after you expect it to. And while I will try and count you in, the vagaries of Zoom make that a little bit imperfect. So don't stress too much about it. If you don't find the drum beat straight away, you've got 4 bars to find it. So I will count you in and then hit this on the drum beat. Let's go.
We are controlling transmission.
रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात रात नशियां च नचदी.
How did everybody go with that? I gave you an extra set of 4 to really let you get the feel of it. Did you want to try that again, or should we move on? Moving on?
Yes.
One more. Move on. Okay. Right. So now we've got our streamers cleared from the ceiling. We've still got a little bit more cleaning up that we want to do. So the next thing we're going to do is, because this is a party, there's going to be dancing and all sorts of shenanigans. We need to move all our breakables out of the way and put them on the shelf. So we're going to imagine that we've got a set of shelves on either side of us, and we're going to put anything breakable on the shelves. So we've finished brushing over here. You're going to bring your hands down to your basket side hip, and they're going to be like this. So you're going to have your palms facing and your fingers converging like this, and elbows up. So I'll show you from here, so I'm not so far away. So you're going to have them down at hip level here, and you're going to, actually, you can have your thumbs up like that too. Push things onto the shelf, bring your hands back, flip them up, push, bring them back, flip one more time, push, bring them back, push, bring them back. You can do them all at one level, or you can move them up, if you, whichever you prefer. I'll show you onto the side so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So pushing on, and then we'll go to the other side. Push, 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 push. So back here so you can see the whole thing. Push, 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 push. So that's pretty much how the hands go. Because some of our breakables are just a little bit weighty, we're going to use a little bit of hip power to really get those heavy things into the shelves. So what I want you to do is bring your weight onto your Murray cord side leg, and you're going to use your basket side leg just to give your push a little bit of emphasis. So every time you push something onto the shelf, you're going to flick your hip. What you can do is actually step with it to really give that hip push some emphasis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. First side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might try that just a little bit faster because the music's going to be a bit faster than that. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry too much about the transition between the two sides, because we're going to break the two sides up with a different move. Has anybody got any questions about that at this point? No? Well, what we might do is try that with some music. And we'll do 4 sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll see how we're going. I'll count you in. Non-stop पींदी जावा उफ ना करा दिल सिद्ध उत्ते अड़े आपे हत्था विच पड़े आरम विस्की दा चढ़े होई बुलावण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे वड्डी शराबण वड्डी शराबण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे वड्डी शराब. Try that again. Non-stop पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा Non-stop पींदी जावा उफ ना करा दिल सिद्ध उत्ते अड़े आपे हत्था विच पड़े आरम विस्की दा चढ़े होई बुलावण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे वड्डी शराब How's everybody feeling about that? Looking good?
Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to break the shelving up with a little bit more decorating. So after we've stacked the shelves on these sides, on this side, on the basket side, we're then going to throw some fresh streamers around. So you've finished your shelving here. Your Murray clawed side hand is going to come straight out flat with the palm facing down towards the floor. And your basket side leg hand is going to come across in front of your throat like this. So you like this. And you're going to imagine that perhaps you've got a bench here or something. You've got one of those rolls of streamers and you're going to unroll it and then you're going to throw it and unroll and throw. So you're making a nice big sort of a big circle with your arm. So as you come back to roll again, it almost makes a full circle. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. On the second one, you'll finish with the arm flat. So we'll try that again to the other side. So basket side, hand out, Murray clawed side, like it's about to chop your head off. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So those are the arms. The feet, because we finished here with our shelving, we're going to need to shift our weight onto our basket side leg. This foot, your Murray clawed side foot, is going to be on the ball of the foot, and you're going to push off the floor, and that will just give you a little bit of momentum to shuffle along towards the basket side. So it's going to push, and you'll just do a tiny little hop. Push, push, push. And then the other side, shift your weight over to your Murray clawed side hip. Keep your supporting leg bent so that you're really sitting into it. And push, 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 push. If you're finding this a bit too difficult, or if you've got some knee issues that mean that you shouldn't be doing these kinds of movements, it's fine to just stay on the spot with it. So the way that the arms and the legs go together is that essentially you'll be shuffling for every movement. So you'll go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and then swapping sides, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So again, don't worry about transition between the sides because we're breaking it up with the shelving. But let's just try that a little faster because the pacing is just a bit quicker than that. So 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, swap. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, swap. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Does anyone need any help with anything there? Any clarifications required? Remember, if the shuffle isn't working or if it's a bit hard on your knees or your hips, feel free to just stay on the spot with it. So you can 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You can even just put a little bit of a hip flick into it if you want to, just to give it a little bit of interest. But if you're feeling okay with that, we will try that to the music. Yeah? Okay. Take that back a little bit and that back a little bit again, and we'll try that again with the music.
Non-stop pindi jawa, uff na kara, Aay haay, raat raat nashe ach nachdi phira. Non-stop pindi jawa, uff na kara, dil sid
everybody feeling comfortable with that? Because what we might do is put that together with the shelving. So I'll show that to you first. So we'll do shelving on the basket side, then we'll transition to the streamers, and then we'll shelve to Marie Claude's side, and then streamers. So I'll count it out, and we'll get an understanding of the timing, and then we'll put it to the music. So we'll try it slow first. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Streamers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that just a wee bit faster. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You ready to try that little section with the music? Let's see how we go.
रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा दिल सिद्ध उत्ते अड़े आपे हत्था विच पड़े रंग विस्की दा चढ़े होई गुलाबण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे वड्डी शराबण वड्डी शराबण वड्डी शराबण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे वड्डी शराबण वड्डी शराबण वड्डी
So when you're stacking the shells, your weight is on your Marie Claude side, and then you need to transition to the other side for streamers. Then when you are stacking your weight is, when you're changing to the Marie Claude side shelving, your weight is in the right place, but you will need to transfer to, for the streamers. So when you're stacking the shelves, your weight is opposite to where your shelves are. But when you're streamering, your weight is on the same side as your active arm. So we'll just try that one more time here. And then we might put it together from the top. So we'll include the cleaning of the old streamers before we put the new streamers up. So starting with the shelving, weight on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weight is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we going with that? Feel good? So what we might do, we'll do it quickly without the music, is we'll include the cleaning of the old streamers and then the shelving and the new streamers. So in the music, there's also sort of in between, in the middle of the shelving and streamer throwing, there's a little floaty interlude of 4 beats where you get to do your own thing. I'll show you where that falls in the choreography, and you can make that your own. But we'll start with our streamer cleaning. So weight on your Marie Claude side, hand over your head, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Streamers. Shelves and streamers. And it's at this point, after we've shelved and streamered to each side, that you get 4 beats to do your own thing. You could do a little floaty spin. You could do a nice bow. You could just do some flourishy hands, whatever takes your fancy. And then we'll go back to another set of shelves and streamers, shelves and streamers. All right, I might call that out one more time before we put it to the music again. So starting with the cleaning. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. And shelves. Streamers. Shelves. Streamers. And now your little flourish. And get ready to shelve. Shelve and streamers. All right. We ready to take that from the top? Okay, so a little bit of intro music. So feel free to freestyle there as well, and I will count you in.
We are controlling transmission.
रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात रात नशियां च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा दिल सिद्ध उत्ते अड़िया पे हत्था विच बड़िया.
Everybody feeling comfortable with that? So we might move on to the next move. So a little bit more decorating. So we have just finished our streamers here. And the next thing we're going to do is throw some confetti or some flowers. So I want you to imagine that you've got a basket of flowers, basket of confetti here. And you're going to grab a handful here and then a handful here. So your hands coming to like a prayer position or clap down the hip, but your elbow, outside elbow is quite extended. So we'll start on the Murray Claude side, clap, clap, and then this hand, your Murray Claude side hand will come to your hip, and your basket side hand is just going to make a little circle over your head. So I'll come a little bit closer. So clap, clap, and then just a little circle. I'll show you from the back as well. So your hand is flat, your palm is up, and it just circles over your head like that. So clap, clap, circle. Clap, clap, circle. So the feet are shuffling from one side to the other. So when you start your first clap, your weight is on your Murray Claude side. You're really sitting into that. You want the knee bent and your hip really jutting out. And your basket side leg is on the ball of the foot, and you're making a nice angle here. So I always think of this move as having lots of triangles in it. So you've got your hip, you've got your knee, and then you've got your basket, your elbow there. So 1, and then you're going to swap 2, and then the feet just keep going as you take your hands over your head. So foot here, this one is on the ball of the foot, and 1, swap, 2, swap, 3, swap, 4. Starting again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're really making sure that you're sitting into it when you shift your weight from one leg to the other. Now you can keep it at a step like this, or you can bring a little hop into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So putting the arms and the legs together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to, you can, because this is Bollywood and it's all about expression as well. You can follow your hand movements with your eyes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at your hands when you're grabbing your handful of flour and handful of confetti, and then watch your hand as you scatter it all around the room. So how's everybody feeling about that? Should we just try that without the music? Okay, I'll do one more set without the music and then we'll put it to the music. So we'll do the choreography. We've got 4 sets of these. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Much more fun with the music. So let's do that and we'll do a few of them. Properly. How's everybody going with that? Feeling comfortable? Yeah? All right. So what we might do is just take it from the top one more time, because after this we're up to the chorus. So cleaning the ceiling, shelving, streamers, shelving, streamers, then your own little flourish, some more shelving, some more streamers, some more shelves, some more streamers, and then scattering of flowers and confetti 4 times. All right, and yes, freestyling at the beginning, because that's the rule.
We are controlling transmission.
रात नशिया च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात नशिया च नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा दिल सिद्ध उत्ते अड़िया पे हत्था विच पड़िया रंग विस्की दा चढ़िया होई गुलाबण मैं ओ मुंडे कहंदे
Now that we've got the house exactly how we want it, it's time for us to look after ourselves a little bit. So for this first step in the chorus, we're going to try out our bangles, or it might be your cuffs if you're not a bangle wearer. So I want you to have your Murray clawed side hand out at shoulder height, just with a little curve so that your hand is dropping down and your wrist is sort of uppermost like this. And your other hand is going to come across and meet it. So, and then it'll come back here. So 1, 2, and you can actually, if you want to, move your wrist, move a bit closer so you can see my hands. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm not actually banging the wrist, I'm letting it come a little bit below, just so because it gives you a little bit of extra movement. If the wrists are not coming for you, it's fine to just have the arms going back and forward. But if you can, have the wrists and then back to your hip. So the feet will follow the hands. So with the Murray clawed side hand out, wrist up, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the foot follows the hand. So you'll step across and then back to center, and your basket side hand will come back to your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, again, and other side. Basket side hand out, wrist up, and then your Murray clawed side hand will come along. And again, the wrists are swapping. If, as I said before, if that doesn't work for you, it's fine if you just bring your hands across without emphasizing the wrist. You'll also find that one side is easier than the other for some reason. So I'm bringing your Maricold side foot across. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's quite quick, but if you can, it's really good to bring your hips into it. So as you step across here, you can sit into this knee, and then when you come back, you'll 1 and 2, you'll be able to emphasize this hip as well. But the timing is quite quick, so it can be a little bit difficult to get the hip in as well. Now, it's fine to keep this at flat-footed, just stepping it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can add a little hop. So that makes it even trickier to get the hip in, but it's really does get your heart rate up. So let's try this a little bit faster, and you can either bring a hop into it, which means that this leg is really coming up rather than just stepping across. So you'll hop and back, hop, back, or you can just step into it. So we'll do 4 on this side. We'll start slow, and then we'll do 4 on this side as well. It's up to you whether you want to bring the hop to it or whether you just want to step. So Maricold side, hand out, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Little faster, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have we got any questions at this point? Is there anything that needs to be made a little bit clearer? Is everyone feeling comfortable? All right, so we will try this with the music. I'm going to try and get this to the part of the music where it fits, just so that you get an idea of the pace, and we'll do it a couple of times, so don't stress too much.
Whiskey da chadaya hoy gulaban mein o munde kende vadi sharaban vadi sharaban vadi sharaban mein o munde kende vadi sharaban vadi sharaban vadi sharaban mein o munde kende vadi sharaban vadi sharaban vadi sharaban mein o munde kende vadi sharaban vadi sharaban vadi sharaban mein o pyar tere tikde ni doldi akha ik nahi
We're going to be breaking this up with another move. So if you're finding the transition between the two sides difficult, don't worry about it. There will be something that will make that a little bit easier. Right, how are we going for time? I might show you the last move, and then we'll put those two together. We'll put the chorus together. So after we've done 4 bangles to our Maricold side, we're then going to check our earrings. Or perhaps it's your collar if you're not an earring wearer. So your hands are going to come up behind your ears like you're about to do a crunch. I want you to face towards the basket side corner so that you're just slightly angled, and you're going to take 2 little shuffles, back, forward, back, forward. If you want a low impact version of this, we'll just keep it bouncing in the knees. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the hop, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually just going to do 2, but we'll practice 4 to this side, then 4 to this side, and it's up to you whether you want to step it or jump it. If you are going to step it, just pick one foot to pivot on, because it's a little bit difficult to move between the corners fast enough. So maybe from this corner to this corner, just pivot on your Maricold side heel. So hands behind your head, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and Marie-Claude side corner, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can, it's good if we can get a little bit of a chest drop in there as well. We're not really going for the full bunga in this. We want it to be a little bit sassier. So the counts in the choreography will actually be 2 to this side, then 2 to this side, and then repeat. So we'll try that this time. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Any questions with that? Or would you like to try out to the music? Music, let's go. I'll get you back to the beginning of the chorus again.
Whiskey da chadaya hoi bulawan main o munde kende vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban main o munde kende vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban main o munde kende vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban main o munde kende vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban vaddi sharaban main o pair tere tikde ne gol diyan ka.
There's a lot more there than there are in the choreography, but this is a workout class after all. So if we don't have any questions, we might put that together with the bangles for the rest of the chorus. So 4 bangles to Marie-Claude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your foot comes back here. You can pivot around to face this corner. Hands behind your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from here, bangles to the basket side. So this arm comes out and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then more earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that set a little faster. So Marie-Claude side bangles. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, earrings. And bangles. And earrings. Yep. Right, so we might put that together with the music. Let's do the entire chorus. And then we've got all the choreography. I was really hoping to use my phone so I didn't have to squint at you, but technology was against me. Moving on and taking that right from the top, unless there's any specific questions. All right, so streamers, shelving, streamers, fresh streamers, shelving, fresh streamers, and then your little flourish, more shelving, new streamers, same to the other side. Then our baskets of flowers and confetti 4 times, and then we're at our bangles and our earrings. Let's try it and see how we go. We've got a few runs, so don't stress. It will be fine. Don't forget to freestyle.
रात रात नशे अच नचदी फिरा नॉन स्टॉप पींदी जावा उफ ना करा आय हाय रात रात नशे ਨਸ਼ਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਫਿਰਾਂ ਨੌਨ ਸਟਾਪ ਪੀਂਦੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਉਫ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਦਿਲ ਸਿੱਧ ਉੱਤੇ ਅੜਿਆ ਪੈ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੜਿਆ ਰੰਗ ਵਿਸਕੀ ਦਾ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਈ ਗੁਲਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ
Again.
ਰਾਤ ਰਾਤ ਨਸ਼ਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਫਿਰਾਂ ਨੌਨ ਸਟਾਪ ਪੀਂਦੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਉਫ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਆਏ ਹਾਏ ਰਾਤ ਰਾਤ ਨਸ਼ਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਫਿਰਾਂ ਨੌਨ ਸਟਾਪ ਪੀਂਦੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਉਫ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਦਿਲ ਸਿੱਧ ਉੱਤੇ ਅੜਿਆ ਪੈ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੜਿਆ ਰੰਗ ਵਿਸਕੀ ਦਾ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਈ ਗੁਲਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਣ ਮੈਂ